easy go.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Caspa and I'm back with another episode of Building with Caspa. On today's episode we're going to be carrying on where we was last episode, just building around that area, just trying to get it a bit more situated. Right now I'm just running around in a jungle area that I've built. It is the first level for the Assassin's Creed Black Flag sort of story mode that I'm building as well. So after this level where I'm at now, it would go to Havana. And then that's obviously where we're building currently. So I built all of this, so I'm just jumping around, just exploring, having some fun. I did just dot about some as you can see, like those little particle effects coming from the spore blossom. You know, I've got the moss down there. Yeah, if you've ever played Black Flag, you'll sort of understand this area quite well. I've got some dripstones around, just trying to make it look a little bit more, you know, rough, I guess you could say. Just a bit more jungly, a bit crazy here and there. So yeah, anyway, let's get back over to Havana and carry on building. I'll see you there. I find it really easy to build in this area just because, like, this building here, for example, is just like really small, so it doesn't feel like I'm doing a lot, and like, I can bang it out in like 10-20 minutes, and then like, because I don't feel like I've done a lot, I can just keep on going and going and going. I don't lose motivation. And here we are. So this is where we was last time. Still haven't put the windows in or anything like that. Yeah, so we finished up this area last episode. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. What I was thinking we start now is sort of this bit here, going down here. Then there's going to be some steps leading down to the bottom bit down here, where we still need to get some more windows in. As you can see, I've cut them out, but I haven't actually put them in. Down here needs to be sand, just thicken it up. And then basically we're going to start working, because this is the end of this area. Like, this is basically where it all sort of cuts off. This is the end of Havana. I'm then going to start filling in this area all around here, and then eventually we'll get to the mansion. That's all the way over there. So first things first is going to be this building right here, and I know just from looking at it last episode it's the same as this building here, so I'm not going to copy it. I'm just going to get the blocks currently what we're using. We may have to, depending on the size of this building, I think we may have to do it 5 high, so I'll take a look and I'll be back with you in a sec. Okay guys, so the pillars are in here. Obviously it then goes along the top here. Well, we actually need this bit where it will go along. It should all match up if we went 4 high, so we'll go 1 2 3 4. Actually, that's meant to be this block. 1 2 3 4. Do that, and then it was 1 2 3 4. Doesn't look like it matches. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that's because we had it drop down just a little bit. So for this building, however, I don't think it has a roof like this, so it's gonna have to go 5 up. So if we go there like that, take these out, we could either do 5 at the bottom or 5 in the middle. I'm thinking 5 in the middle, so let's bring that along like this. Go like that. 3 and 4. Bring it up like that, and there we go. And then we'll just go from this layer here, and we'll make this middle level 5 high. I think that'll work alright. Like that. Yeah, that doesn't look horrendous. So I'll carry on working on this building. There is one thing that we're going to have to do. We're going to have to get rid of this door, because that is meant to be like that. Yeah. That's meant to match like that. And then obviously we have the block of 2 like that. And then we'll obviously get the grass in. So yeah, I'm going to carry on with the building, and I'll be back with you in a sec. Okay guys, so the front of this is now in. The building next to it is the same building as this, so it's pretty easy to sort of copy. it's going to be this like same dimensions, just not 3 high. So we're going to go there. 1, 2, 3. We're going to have to bring this out just a little bit. Doesn't matter just yet. There you go. Right, cool. Let's get some sand. Get them in. Right. That's the sort of dimensions that we'll be working with. We'll go across here. So this one doesn't have to be 5 high on this section here, just because it's only 2 stories tall. So this is where the roof will go. So we've actually got a roof for this one. So if I get this block here, and we'll pop it across like that, and that is what we'll be working with. So our next thing is to obviously find out how far back this actually goes, because obviously I can't just leave it there and then it obviously not work over here. So the next bit will be, we may as well bring this wall back a little bit and then get in this back wall, and then we'll get this corner bit done, and that will show us the dimension for the depth of this building. So I'll finish this building off, start this next building, and I'll come back to you. Okay guys, so the yellow building's in, and I've also done the corner bit that comes down these stairs that weren't here before. The roof part for here is just going to be flat, and then it will just have like a border of some like sandstone stairs or something. Now we need to figure out the depth of this, and the way we do it is basically wherever this goes, it just goes all the way along. So if we've got it here, what coordinate are we at? We're at 261, so it should finish here. We can obviously tweak it if we need to, but yeah, so if we start working with that, we'll bring this out more, get the roof in. The only thing that I'm quite concerned about is this looks, ooh, it might be an even number, which will be extremely unfortunate. As you know, obviously if it's an even, it won't have this point at the top. So we'll start working with that. If I get this coming across here, this coming across here, and then we'll get this blue in. And I don't think the back bit needs the these little grey blacky pillars. So I'll get this in. I will quickly do the math, figure out the roof, and see what we'll have to do about adjusting it if we have to adjust it, and yeah, then I'll come back to you. Okay guys, so I've done the math, and here is obviously where we are currently, and that is the odd number, but if we moved it out one more, we'd be at an even number, and I'd rather not have that. So what I'm going to do is, obviously we've got this pillar here, which matches these two here, but what I'm going to do is basically this bit here is going to get cut off like that, and what we're going to put there is this building right here. That is obviously what's in the game, but it works quite nicely. Beforehand I would have obviously offset it so we still had that symmetrical 2 pillars, but it doesn't matter too much. We should be able to sort of fit it in quite nicely, and I don't think we have to mess with the height too much, so we could probably just get it sort of copy and pasted in there, save us building that, just save some time. Obviously at the minute the videos are, you know, quite chop and changey, which I don't particularly like, but I don't really know how else to do it. So if you guys have any suggestions of how you want me to do it, whether you want, you know, longer videos, or if you want me to keep chop and changing, or if you want me to just do big updates here and there, so like these 3 buildings I could have done in all one update. You know, I just sort of wanted to bring you guys along, but also show you how I'm building as well as not just what I'm building. Just so you can sort of understand. I do want to start working on getting, instead of just photos of the Assassin's Creed map, I sort of want to get some videos, so I have to set up getting Assassin's Creed on my Xbox, and then recording with the Elgato, you know, just some videos, just so you can sort of see, you know, what I'm building. I think it will just sort of help you guys sort of understand, you know, why is he using that block there? Oh, it sort of looks like this. It's the best sort of option I had without making it look too bland or dull or something like that. Or, you know, some sort of little things, like in here there was like this test dummy, and I wanted to make it like an archery thing. This was like a little sort of cover that had fallen on the ground. this is like one of those things, if you've ever played Assassin's Creed, you like run up to and then it shoots you up, and then this thing will sort of drop down. Obviously it won't work. I could probably like make command blocks and make it so I can jump high, but I won't necessarily need to do that. Like here, there was like a dummy that had fallen over and it sort of had the red pirate jacket on. So obviously you can then sort of see how I'm designing things and, you know, what I'm using in certain scenarios, so you can actually see for yourself firsthand what I'm building. I feel like that would be quite good. So let me know any suggestions in the comments, and you know, I'll always get round to them. Just a quick side note, obviously I have been doing YouTube a while. My videos at the minute might not show if you're new here, just because I've recently deleted them all. I wanted to sort of clean it up, but I'm at like 193 subscribers, which, you know, I'm quite proud of. Hopefully we can get to 200 relatively soon, and I just want to keep growing and eventually, you know, get thousands, you know, tens of thousands just watching, and see how far we can go with this like Assassin's Creed map. Whether we finish Havana and the Assassin's Creed Black Flag area, and then we finish Unity, we can finish Origins, and you know, 5-10 years down the line, when we've finished all of those, we start a new project and we do like Valhalla or, you know, Odyssey, just any other one. I'd even be up for doing like the old Assassin's Creed. I haven't actually played them, but I have heard they're really good. So, you know, any suggestions there, guys, just let me know. Alright, so let's crack on with the building. So obviously that yellow bit will be there. We need to put this board around here, and we also need to cut this building back one, because obviously it needs to be in line with this. So if we grab that, and we'll go like that, do this, grab the blue, and get that in right. I'm going to get this blue wall in, make sure this is all lined up correct. I'm going to then get this big yellow arch put in next to there, and then we'll start working on this little inner bit here. Okay guys, so the arch is now in. I've then come here and done this building, just obviously a rough outline. The top of this is just going to be flat as well, like that. And then I've also filled in the backs of these buildings. You see this one, but this one is going to be filled in. There's basically going to be a building that runs along here and along here. So we're going to get to building that. Okay, so the first part is going to be building this little crappy building here. Actually, I'm meant to be using this block, so if we get these, and then grey on top, like this, and that's how that one goes. This is like a filler building. Doesn't matter too much how we design this, as long as this wall is filled. So the next part is going to be up here. If we just bring this along, because this is the blue that I'm going to be using. It's more of a cyan, I think it's called. Yep, cyan concrete. So I'm just using that as a blue. I know it's not technically a blue, but there's different sort of shades of blue in the game, and I've had to sort of compromise with different buildings. So obviously this one up here is baby blue, then you got this one here which is going to be the cyan, and then you got the dark blue one which is on the corner just down here. So the next step that we've got is it's going to be normal pillars like this. So if I grab that, and they're going to go along here, where we'll need this along here. It's going to go like that, up like that, and then it's going to have a 3-block gap, and like that, and it should be 9 wide. Yeah, so that's perfect. So we'll go like that. What we're dealing with in this point is, if we grab this, there you go, like that, and that should work. Okay, so that works perfectly. The next bit is going to be just like this floor over here. It's going to be checkered, so we're going to grab this, and we'll grab this. We will start to get the checkered floor in. So if we just put white there, we'll go boom, 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 pop them in. Say hi then. Oh, is that your hello? Oh, you want to build, do you? You want to build a Minecraft. Okay guys, so I've now finished this building. I done it all off camera just because I had to look after my daughter real quick, so I thought I'd just keep on building. She's fine. She's only 12 weeks old, but she loves watching all of the colours and it keeps her satisfied. So yeah, I just built it all off camera up to about here. Now what we're going to sort is this little bit. It will go round this bit, along here, and then round into this bit, and then that will sort of cut it off, same as like there. And then I thought, just to sort of put the icing on the cake and be gone with this area, I'm actually going to do the windows this episode. I'll do them really quickly, a little like fucking fast forwarded montage sort of thing, just get them in, just so we can be done with the area, we don't have to worry about it, and it doesn't feel like all I've done is placed shitty blocks like over there. So I need to do over there, probably off camera, but we are going to start over here. I've also used the new calcite block from the 1.17 update. It's like, in what I'm using it for is like a white block that's sort of like a little bit dirty, if that makes sense. Like, it's sort of, you know, scuffed and deteriorated over the years. So I sort of think, you know, obviously it's a repeating pattern, but you sort of get the idea of it. It's sort of like here with the sandstone, it's not just one flat yellow, you've got these little like chips and stuff like that away at it. It just adds texture, and I'm trying to do that with a white block, so I think that works quite nicely, and obviously it's nice to use the new block. Okay, so I thought I'd start on this corner just because it's the exact same as that corner over there. So I'm gonna need these pillars. Oh, nope, apparently I can't grab them. Okay, so I'm gonna need a pillar from here, and then some sandstone, which I've got. Have I got it here? Yeah, smooth sandstone, brilliant. So we've got the pillar. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, like that, and then like that. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're just gonna get the whole outline sorted. So that will obviously be the width. So now we know at least how this building, how far this building should go out. So what I'm then gonna do is, just because over here, to make the math work, we obviously had to add an extra pillar in just so these would line up perfectly like this. So I'm going to quickly do this bit here and find out if that lines up perfectly with that, so we've got the math correct. Okay, so the math works absolutely perfectly. This is the building that we're making. I don't think I've shown one of these on camera yet. So it's just like that. And it's just got these overhanging sort of like pillars like this, just to sort of hold up the building. I sort of like it adds a bit of depth into the map instead of it all just being straight lines like the majority of it is. Like over there is just one big straight line, besides obviously the little inner bits that are like these, but I still think, you know, this depth really does help out. So then on the end here we've got like a 4 building with the grey that we use, so we'll add it in on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I may even make it just 3. No, we'll make it 4. So we'll do that like that, and then this can go there. That's fine. If we add in these, we can add those. The reason why I do stairs on top, like upside down stairs, is just to add a bit of depth. See, I don't like that because this is meant to be more of like a sort of like a shit house, to be fair. So like, I don't want to use those sort of, you know, smart doors, if that makes sense. So I use these more crappy spruce ones, even though I think they look better, but obviously they look more crap and a bit run down. So then the top bit here is going to be orange. So obviously I could use orange here. I could use this orange or this orange, but I like using the orange sandstone because it obviously has that little bit of like chipping, sort of eroded, you know, especially when, like, if you've ever been anywhere abroad where there's like sand and there's lots of buildings by the sand, you'll obviously notice that when the wind picks up, sand will get blown into the walls and it will sort of like leave it a bit sand swept and not in the greatest condition. So that's what I'm sort of trying to get a bit more with using this sandstone, like the orange sandstone, to get that texture compared to like this flat white wall and grey wall, if that makes sense. Let me know if you think it looks shit and maybe we'll look at changing it, but I think it looks pretty damn good. Okay guys, this area is now complete with building, just got to add the windows and doors, so let's get on with the montage.